Okay, working these in. That one's starting to stand up real nice and proud. And I will add more dirt. See how this one's leaning? Look at this. Now watch. You take your chopstick and you just start doing this to it. And you're being gentle. You're not trying to break off anything down in there. You're just sort of like vibrating the dirt down amongst the hollows that are, and look how it's starting to stand up. See that? Isn't that cool how a chopstick just does such a wonderful job, and it's such an easy tool. Of course, you could just get an old dowel or and sharpen, like halfway sharpening. I wouldn't put a real point on it. Or even just a stick will work. I mean, you can use anything like that, but I like something like a chopstick. And this guy was on the bonsai trees. Of course, they're Japanese, so he was being traditional like and using chopsticks. So I said, well, shoot, man, I can't eat food with a chopstick. When I get that stuff all up my nose and stuck in my ears and everything else. So I saved me a chopstick once when we went to eat somewhere like that, and it's been going good ever since for plants. And now you see what I'm doing? I'm barely packing down. I mean, I'm not giving it the old shove, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the water do that for me. I've already got the air pockets worked out pretty good, and what'll happen is the where'd that rock tray go? Is the water will actually help knock out some of the void between the roots. Now, I want to show you what I like to use. Oh, I forgot to do something. I meant to put worm and castings in the potting soil. I should have done that, but I was so distracted by these things right here. They caused me such mental anguish and distress, as you can see. It's aged. Can you see how it's aged me? I mean, but anyway, what I'm going to do is you can do this with this stuff too. Now remember, this is worm poop. So I'm putting my hand in a bag of worm poop. Alright, now I don't recommend you make stuffed sandwich right after this. But you can go like this with the worm poop right on top. Watch how I do this. I just cover it with worm poop. It's really weird, the different things that poops do. Bat guana, you know what guana is, a nice way of saying bat poop, is used in all kinds of things. They use it in explosives and fertilizers and probably even medicines. I know I've had some that taste like it was like bat guana, but I want to tell you the truth. Some of the stuff they give me. Woo. Now let me show you here. I'm going to take my chopstick again, and I'm going to just sort of work it in just a little bit, okay? And that'll get it below the surface of the soil some, and down in there amongst them. But when I water it, every time I water it, it'll take and wash some of that worm poop goodness down in there to the roots. And I like adding it to the soil much more gooder than doing it this way. But sometimes my chemo makes me get forgetful, and sometimes, and so. But I wind up remembering, like usually about 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll sit up in bed and go, hey, I didn't do something that I was supposed to do. I remember now. So anyway, we'll put some of that old bird, that old stuff down. Let me show you here something else I use. Now, this is a new plant, and I don't think it's going to burn the roots, because they say this stuff doesn't burn the roots. And if this was one of those chemical fertilizers, I wouldn't do it on a freshly potted plant until it's sat for probably like 6 or 8 weeks and got settled into its root system, settled in. But this fish emulsion, this is some incredible stuff. And combined with the worm poop, you've got something really going, and neither one of them will burn your plant. Now, let me tell you what I do. Every morning when I get up, I shave my face completely clean, just as smooth as a baby's rear end. You know, I look like a businessman. And then I splash a little bit of this fish emulsion on my face every morning. And then by afternoon, look at here. I have me a beard like that by afternoon. Happens every day. This stuff will work wonders. Ladies, if you want yourself a good beard, just splash some of this on your face. Alright, so anyway, here now what I do is another thing I do on a lot of plants, especially smaller ones like this, is I will take well, this stuff smells like the outhouse door on a tuna boat.
What is it?
It's fish emulsion.
Oh.
I mix 8 teaspoons per gallon, and I buy these Kroger brand apple juice, and it's got this wonderful handle. And I save these things, and that's a gallon. And so I got several of them, and I use them for filling up my bird feeders and for watering. And when I water my plants, I use about 10 to 12 gallons of water every time I water. You know, so look here. This stuff actually smells like something one of them hippies would drink at one of those Wild Oats stores. You know what I mean? I had a girl one time get me to try to drink some of that seagrass, and I did. Boy, I won't tell you, that was nasty. It was like licking the underneath side of your lawnmower after you mow the grass after it rained. Now watch what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to water this until it flows out the bottom of the pot freely. And you'll see it in those rocks. And that's the way I do a plant, especially after I first fertilize it. Here it comes. It's starting to come out, so there's no need to put any more. Now, what I did is I saved me a little dirt. Well, more than a set of little bit of dirt. But what I do is watering it will make the dirt go down. So sometimes I just loosely, very gently put a little more dirt on it. You might have to do this 2 or 3 times after you watered. Okay? And that's okay, because it'll settle. You know, it's like when you see a grave and it looks all nice and neat, but after a while it looks kind of sunk down. Well, they'll do the same thing. The air pockets start working their way out, and you don't want to get this stuff running on you. When you go to the store, nobody wants to stand behind you in line. I tell you, oh, it's bad. But anyhow, so I just topped it up. Now, I didn't leave it an inch below, but it'll settle down. And now, look at this plant. Doesn't this look much better than it did in this? I mean, I know that's pretty and all, but no water, no drain holes. You know, and sure it has this thing here, but ain't no water gonna get out of that. So what I'll save this pot, wash it out, and I'm gonna drill some holes in the bottom of it, and I'll probably reuse it. But terracotta pots are actually probably better by far. And how much minutes we got?
You got 10:30 is on there right
I
now.
want to show them something. Just stay right where you're at real quick. Let me run in inside the house and grab some. Y'all stay out here. That Diane, my neighbor down the street, who comes down here and lets me beat her at cribbage all the time. We play cribbage, and I taught her how to play, and I beat her a lot, but she's gotten to where she beats me quite a bit too, and I'm afraid we're going to have to end our friendship pretty soon if she keeps that beating me at cribbage stuff, and we just can't have that. You know, she's a girl. You can't have that girls beating guys at games. It's just wrong. You know, y'all know that. You know what I mean? So hang on, boy. They're going to kill me for that. Don't stop it, okay? I'm going to show them something. Oh.
Careful.
You can show them my plants down here. Give them a walk through with the plants. With the camera.
Oh, you mean out here?
Yeah.
Okay. There's an orchid there. It just stopped blooming. There's another orchid.
Alright, I'm back.
Have I finished the, you may finish the walkthrough?
Here, that's good. Alright, I just want to know, did y'all miss me while I was gone? Y'all was all I thought about. I know you missed me because you're only human. The other day I tried to do a carving of this wild boar. And I don't think the admins on the group posted it. But that's okay because it's a plant group. But I wanted to sneak this in. And this is how far I got on it. And I'm not done. But you saw when it started, it was more just a block. Okay? And so what you do, you go from chaos to... how did I say it, Diane?
I don't remember.
From chaos to clutter. No. Well, you make it. It starts making sense after a while, but you don't just go straight into detail. You go like block stuff in, and you try to keep everything in the same, amount of finish. So here he is now, wild boar. Okay, and I wanted to share that with you, and I've enjoyed. Let me see. Do we got any time left?
Mm-hmm. You're on 12.
I'm gonna be painting
13.
My lawn furniture next, and I just wanted you can finish the walkthrough if you want to. This plant up here,
More plants.
huh? That ain't doing so good.
That's all right.
But this
The
plant up
philodendron's
here
doing great.
was one that fainted when I separated it, and it's starting to come back. It's starting to come back, and I'll get it back because I've had my other one that looked great that bad before, and then this one up here fainted too. But look at it now. When I started clipping it, it's feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
What's the time?
14:08.
Okay. That's an African something or other. I can't remember the name of it. We got any time left? I want to say something.
14:42.
Okay. I just wanted to say that I've been hurting today, and making this video has really helped me feel better. So thanks, guys. Hope you enjoy it.